Welcome to the dorm room diner. On this week's episode, mac and cheese. First, bring a pot of water to a rolling boil and salt it heavily. Then, add your box of pasta. I chose rotini. Stir the pasta occasionally as it boils for about 9 minutes. Then, drain your pasta, set it aside, and then heat 1 stick of unsalted butter over medium heat. Then, add your 8 tablespoons of flour, stirring constantly to ensure that none of the flour clumps and that all is coated in the fat. You want to create a roux which is composed of equal parts of fat and flour. Then add your milk, whisking together, forming the bechamel, the basis of the sauce. Here, you should add salt and pepper. You'll know the sauce is done when it's thick enough to coat the back of a spoon and leave a trail when you run your finger across it, like that. Now, dice your extra sharp Vermont white cheddar into about half-inch cubes. Cheddar, being a little bit of a firmer cheese, might be harder to melt. If that's the case, add a lid to your pot, let it sit for a couple of minutes, and it should melt fine. As you whisk, make sure the pot does not get too hot. Now, dice your American, as you did with the cheddar, and add it to the pot as well. American will add meltiness while the cheddar adds a lot of flavor. Now, add your half bag of Mexican cheese, which sort of does it the best of both worlds with flavor and meltiness. As you stir, the sauce will get it progressively cheesier and darker in color. Now, add a teaspoon each of garlic and onion powder. Then, add yellow mustard and hot sauce, neither of which will be dominant flavors but help bring out the flavor of the cheeses. As you stir the cheese sauce, check it for flavor. If it needs more salt, add more salt. More garlic, more mustard, more mustard. This is where you can play with it, make it your own, figure out what you like best. Now, add the pasta into the cheese sauce, mixing throughout, ensuring that all the noodles are completely covered in the cheese sauce. Finish with salt and pepper, and enjoy. This recipe makes 8 servings. That concludes this episode of the Dorm Room Diner, and please feel free to leave any questions or comments that you have in the comments section below.